All right. I know you're dialed in watching the tape like Georgia Ole Miss. You take it wherever you want, big fella.
All right. Does Georgia know the game is at 3:30 this week?
I think Kirby told him it was at 2:45.
I mean, good Lord. I was at Tennessee, 21-7. That's as loud a building I've been in years. It was rocking. And then Alabama, 14-0, 21-7. Last week, 10-0 on the verge of almost being 16-0.
Had them right where they wanted it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this can't be fun, man. 20 yards of offense, about to go down 16-0. But I will say, and I've said it after going to Tennessee, I said it on Scott and I's pod that night, only a Kirby Smart coach team wins that game. Only a Kirby Smart coach team wins last week. And it's different though, Dave. Like being on the sidelines in Knoxville and him, I mean, he's as amped up as there gets, and that's why I absolutely love him. But he that wasn't him in Knoxville. He was going to the sideline and like super calm, grabbing the iPad, showing them like, hey, we're going to run those split zone crossers. This is what we got to do. And the spacing helped out. And slowly but surely, they stopped the run against Tennessee, and they made it their game, and it was their game in the second half. And then last week, you look at them change the front in the second half where you're not, crashing and replacing and all this stuff. We're going to play football. And that slowed Jackson Arnold down. I thought it slowed Auburn down. And that they're not consistent in the pass game. So they played right in their keys. So I can't wait to see it's like I said, all guys are healthy on the offensive line. I would imagine 73 goes to right tackle. I mean, He played guard against Tennessee, and then he couldn't go anymore.
That dude can be he's going to be an absolute freak show. Because you look up in the program and you go 6'7", 360?
Yeah.
Like what? He's a freshman? Like, yeah. Lord have mercy. That
person,
make him like
scary.
that. Yeah, okay, that's great. Like, and that's awesome, the offensive line. But what about the quarterback? Because we have differing opinions on that. You're watching him. What do you think about his game? Is he good enough to win big games for Georgia like the rest of the season?
Absolutely.
You love him.
Heck
then.
yeah.
Okay.
That drive to clinch the game last week was as textbook as it gets. It's kind of like what Alabama did to y'all in Athens that night, that Ty Simpson drive where they ran the offset and off the bunches going the other way to the running back. But that drive, Bobo, I thought was so good with how they mixed it up.
No, you can't say that. You can't say Bobo was good.
I'll say it.
No. Bobo's terrible.
No.
Bobo's awful. Every Georgia fan, Bobo sucks. He does not know. You cannot get. How dare you give Bobo compliments? That you're horrible. You're terrible at your job.
I love the approach. I really do. Now, everyone is going to pick apart things, but knowing what you have to do or the ability to not have to give them the ball back. And, I think Kirby said, Gunner shouldn't have scored on that run. But I mean, the third down call where they use Branch as the decoy and they throw to 16 like that's some tough stuff to defend, man. I mean, you saw two guys run with Branch, the ability to run the football. That's what I thought Frazier, you saw him going back to the old Tiki Barber with the arm up. I like seeing that.
Tuck that puppy.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's so good and elusive and strong. So I really like what I've seen. Like I said, it's just the starts of these games. I mean, they come out, boom, throw the fade ball, first play to Colby at Tennessee. I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be fun all day today. And, they come back and take haymaker after haymaker. The Alabama game, I get going for the fourth down call. But I kicked the field goal there to tie the game. Just because I don't know what's going to happen, and I've done my work, and I've dominated the second half. I thought we should have tied the game. With that being said, if 73 just leans on, was it 22?
Just touches him. I mean, really just kind of like
walks in the end zone.
Steps down and just goes like this
just
a little
get in
bit.
the way. So
you didn't even talk about Ole Miss. Is Ole Miss going to play in this game, or are they just going to get curb stomped over here?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I still wonder about them up front. Listen, they're not nearly as good as they were last year. They'll be the first person to tell you that. I mean, they had some dudes on that D line, and they gave Georgia, a dose last year in Oxford. I watched the tape of that was on the same time as I was at Oregon. So I go back, watch the tape, and I'm watching Trinidad. And he's not the problem, but they can't score. They got stopped on downs. He missed a throw. They miss a field goal. They're going up and down the field on Wazoo, but they couldn't get the ball in the end zone. So then I went back and watched the live feed, and Stinch is on there. And Stinch and oh man, who's he do the games with? Zarzer. They're talking. They keep showing Simmons, and they're like, are they going to go to him? Boom. Trinidad reels off 12 straight completions, gets the scramble in the third quarter, gets the big-time throw to start, in the middle of the fourth quarter, and they get out of there alive. I wonder about the tackles against the versatility that Georgia could bring from the edge. You start mixing guys with 33. I thought Zero played his butt off in the second half against Auburn. I think Georgia could do some damage there. This is not an elite offensive line. And obviously Trinidad provides tougher problems because of his mobility as opposed to Simmons, who just his pinpoint passer. Their skill guys are good. The running back's very elusive, but it's not like Georgia hasn't seen a team like this. I love the idea.
They saw
that
one last week.
Yeah,
like Ole Miss is comparable to Georgia. Is comparable to Auburn. Like now they don't have the weapons, and I would say they have better quarterback play. But I'm interested to see Chambliss like. I'm just telling you what I would do. Georgia doesn't rush the passer great. What I would do is make sure that I understand, listen, if I'm not going to get a pass rush, I'm going to get my hands on guys, and I'm just going to get my hands up.
Yep.
Because I saw him a couple weeks. I saw him last week live. I was at Ole Miss, and he's 5'10" in heels.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not big, and he is skinny. Like, he is not a thick dude. So I'm trying to put bodies on him. And I know this is going to sound very weird or very, like, unsportsmanlike, but I got news for you guys. Like, I'm not trying to hurt the other team literally, but like I'm trying to land on them very hard. Like every time Trinidad carries the football, I'm going to put my full body weight on him. Like I want him to feel every single lick so it wears his hiney out. Like, so he is taxed and the body is hurting late in the game. But I think that's a big thing. I'll be curious to see how they can handle the running QB, because obviously it's given Georgia fits in the past, and Trinidad it can do it, man. He is got that little wiggle. They designed that stuff for him. It's really good. But all right, let's get off Georgia Ole Miss because it's clear you have Georgia.